again, Vince Young, and a big kid, a real big kid at 6'5", 220 now. Oklahoma's got a true freshman coming in this year who's 6'7", 2 1/4, who can throw the football, a young man from California. So they've got a 6'5", 220 redshirt freshman, Vince Young, for the Longhorns. He would start for most programs. It's that tough here out of Madison High School in Houston.
You know, Missouri's got a young quarterback, Brad Smith, that had a tremendous freshman year. Vince Young reminds me of Brad Smith, a bigger Brad Smith. This kid's 6'4". Brad Smith's about 6'2". He has got the ability to move and run like Brad Smith, and he's got a very, very strong arm. Vince Young is trying. He's going to make a push to get some playing time here now.
In the eye, Selvin Young, the tailback, and Vince Young out of the edge, displaying what you were just talking about. There he goes. Slick for about 8, almost 9, effortlessly.
I hit him. I took him down.
First. Well, it wasn't going to be a quarterback draw, but he shows you his elusiveness down the sideline with a stiff arm to a smaller defensive back. Now, little fake. There he goes. Into the secondary, trying to run through a block. And he doesn't quit. He's got a first down.
On a kickoff return, you kick off, the offense is never out in the field.
Now, the quarterback draw all the way. You could see it. A bit of a stumble. Doesn't make any difference. Young into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the first of many in the career of Vince Young.
Man, he just ran through 2 would-be tacklers. Amazing. One of them was a linebacker, Dan White. Another one was the safety, Shabazz. His last 3 years, the number 3 in the country. Pretty good.
Now Young staying on the field and wants to display his arm. Receiver way behind the defensive back, taking it in for the Longhorns.
Sloan Thomas has got some speed too, but this ball looked like a punt. I mean, it had unbelievable hang time. It's already raining, so it can't bring down more rain. But boy.
Vince Young again. How about it? Second score of the night.
32 for Rice. Young out of the shotgun. He'll keep the football. Here's the speed. Out inside the 40. And Young keeps the football. Now takes it to the outside. And a fine bit of running.
Young keeps it. This is where he is dangerous. The crowd stands up as Young goes to the 40, to the 40. Knocked out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. They'll mark it at the 10.
And this is how Greg Davis, the offensive coordinator for Texas, has expanded their playbook. They put in running plays for the quarterback. That's a quarterback zone play. Fake the ball inside to the running back out of the shotgun.
Third down and goal. Young keeps it, looks it in the flat, throws, touchdown, flag thrown though.
They're back in at second overtime, and they're no strangers to OT. They've won, what, 6 last year with Tennessee?
Third down and 7. Young floats the pass. What a touch pass. Complete to B.J. Johnson. Something for the coaches to talk about. Second down and goal. Young on the draw. Sidesteps again. Painter, Vince Young.
Take a look at the block by Cedric Benson to the right of your screen. Might not be able to pick it up there, but he had a great lead block, and then Vince Young and his magic legs.
Because he told us the other day that his team became complacent after the big victory over New Mexico. He doesn't want him getting that way again.
And also when you let down, you're more susceptible to injuries.
Young, Roy Williams, up to the 50-yard line, a big-time stiff arm, and he steps out of bounds.
He's rushed 3 times for 13 yards. Option, Cedric's the pitch man, and Young had no thought of pitching it. He's got Williams out far right. Here he comes, straight back, roll right. Stepped away from trouble, fires. Williams comes back for the first down. Williams coming back on his pattern, and Young was able to pick him up.
But watch him keep the ball ready to throw. Up, and it just whips it out there. That is nice.
Young stands in the pocket. Can he run for it? Has he got it? He's got it. 25-20. Steps out of bounds.
Kansas State stays in zone on this one because they want to keep their eyes on Vincent Young. Well, they kept their eyes on him. They just weren't fast enough to tackle him. A pass play. It was not a design run play.
First down and 10 now for Young. Young pulls out. Gonna go deep. And pulled down by Jeffrey, who just checked in. What a phenomenal catch by number 12. Here it is, 4th and inches now. Young's going ahead for it, and he's got it. Touchdown, Texas. 3rd down and 7 from the pocket. Young's got the middle. Got it, first down. Hit the big fella. Turns the corner, and Williams, still battling, is stopped. And then he's down, so I guess he ruled that he was still in there when he took the knee, and Young keeps it. A beautiful play fake, and Vince Young breaks free. Still going. Midfield, still on his feet. They can't stop him. He's at the 40. Amazing. Down the sideline. Hurdles and down to the 19-yard line. Let's hear it for the freshman from Houston, folks.
We held up the sign, 73 yards rushing in 3 years, 0-3. But you know what? Texas did not have a running quarterback. With Major Applewhite, Chris Sims, this is a different look for this Oklahoma defense. They now have to stop somebody besides Cedric Benson.
Everidge coming up to take on the run. Young rolls it over to the left-hand side, sheds a tackler, still going. Here it comes again. Finally out of bounds. Young straight back. Fires high. Williams went up in the air for the ball. Straight back. Now he'll take off. He's got daylight. Here he comes. 10-5 for the end zone. Touchdown, Vince Young. When he takes off, except for his height, he reminds you of Michael Vick. There have been very few quarterbacks come along who can run in open field like this young man.
Iowa State showing blitz. Here they come. Young. Scrambling, got the corner, and got the first down, and that is what you will get from Vincent Young. Again, this time, fake the handoff, throw over the middle, caught by Williams. Williams at the 30. He could go 20-yard line and out of bounds at the 12.
Great pass, right? Never broke a stride. Just a fantastic pass. Great crossing pattern by Williams.
Here's Vincent Young trying to find an opening. Young with room to run. At the 10 and then out of bounds. Minute 10 to go. Throwing it up top, looking for a man. It's caught by B.J. Johnson.
He makes a great catch on a perfectly thrown pass. People think Vincent Young can't throw the football. They're nuts because he can throw it. I'll tell you what, he's done a nice job of playing quarterback in this football game.
DeAndre Jackson could not have had any better coverage than he did. Jordan Karstens. Young with time to throw. There's Roy Williams. On first down and 10. There's a bootleg. Young throws downfield. It's caught.
He's got to leave because he's injured, but look at him chasing him down. He just nearly gets there. What a player he is.
A second down and 16 out of the shotgun. It'll be carried. Going to see a lot of this today. Over the 20, the 25, coming to the 30 and first down territory.
Well, let's take a look from behind Vince Young. He has every bit the running talent that Michael Vick had when Michael Vick showed up at Virginia Tech. Watch him make people miss.
Passing situation here, 3rd down and 7. Again, they work out of the shotgun. Had a flat open, decided not to go there. Will carry himself again. A lot of room to the 30, and there he goes down.
A first down and 10 with the ball at the 35-yard line. Fake carry. Young. 40. Midfield. Nobody out there to get him. Turn it on. That's Young. Touchdown!
Watch, he's going to read Bernard Thomas here. If he gets inside, Young's going to keep the football and take it on the perimeter. He reads Thomas. Thomas bites, and then it's off to the races. And Josh Bullock from the left of your screen is going to try to run him down. At this level, nobody runs down Vince Young.
The athletic ability of this Texas team, offensively and defensively, has been big.
Young back looking into the middle. Caught and inside the 25-yard line.
That day at the Cotton Bowl, disappointment against Oklahoma. And look at Vince Young go into the secondary. Nice block downfield as he's got another first down coming off a 14-carry, 163-yard game with the play fake. Man, buying some time. This is what he does so well. Gets a block downfield, and he's got a first down. Along with Vince Young. Now Young in trouble. Can he get rid of it in time? He does. Roy Williams down the sideline. Does he step out? Just barely.
Oh, man.
Now, Vince Young. Can he get the first down? Good completion. Roy Williams. Will he give up the first down? No, he's got it to the 33. That you're working with inexperience at the quarterback position.
Yeah, and he passed up the top 10 draft opportunity to come back. So when he speaks, his teammates listen because he sacrificed.
Vince Young on first down from the 33. Stretching the field. He's got Williams. What a grab. Williams breaks the tackle. He'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas.
Nice size, speed ratio, nightmare. And it was Roy Williams. Here's Roy Williams over the top. Just outruns Durant Williams. And then not only the catch, but, geez, the size difference. Nice ball by Forever Young as well. Yeah, that thing was majestic, the arc that it had going down the football field.
It's a 3 wide receiver set. He's got time over the middle and the completion for another first down.
Watch him right here on a little stunt. And inside, linebacker loop, nobody hits him, boom. Shot to Young. That is an unbelievable throw.
Tonight, he's got 16 carries for 107 yards. And now Young going deep. Has Roy Williams. First down all the way inside the 35, and he won't quit on it, will he?
Look at this.
Take the stack with you.
Whoa.
What about strength by a wide receiver and his teammates? That whole sideline was going with him. Selvin Young in the backfield. And now, Vince Young quarterback draw, and he's got room. The block downfield, and he gets 2 for a touchdown.
Wow.
The wide receivers.
Jeffrey. Blitz, fake to Benson, linebacker gone. Now down the field, nice block. Down the field, nice block. Boy, wide receivers doing a job for their quarterback.
First and 10, movement up front. 3 down for Young. It's offside, Texas down. On the comeback, easy run. Look out, down to the 15. It's a first down for B.J. Johnson. Third, just about 20. Out of the gun. Young has time, deep under isolation. Knocked away, touchdown anyway. Sloan Thomas.
Wow.
What a grab and concentration.
Woo. Oh, look at it adjust to the football, tip it to himself, and then have the presence of mind to get both feet, not just one, both feet in bounds.
Brad Robin coming into the game for the first time. Their pass catching specialist out of the backfield as they roll the pocket again. Young in trouble. Not much though, is he? To the 45, to the 50, and close to a first down. Along with the tailback on 4th and 6. Slide the pocket over to the wide side. Let's see what they do. Vince Young with time. And now the grab at the 20. And what a catch. If you call Russell Crowe a throwback, every move he makes is about 800 from 800 years ago. Completion, Roy Williams stopping on a dime. My ankle's hurt on that one.
It's going to be survival of the fittest. Who has conditioned themselves better as a team?
Here we go on 2nd and 10. Young again on his own into the secondary. And he's got a big first down to the 38.
5-step drop over the middle, wide open. It's caught, and look out. Thomas is gone. Touchdown, Texas. David Thomas.
Look for pressure from the outside.
They bring the blitz. He picks it up and throws a strike to Roy Williams. 2nd and goal, straight ahead. Touchdown, Texas. Vince Young. Long count. Now he keeps it. And for the 13th time they run on first down, and he's got the first all the way out to the 41-yard line. But the Longhorns are threatening. This is Young on the keeper. Inside the 10. Young to the 5. And down to the 4.
Mr. Kane standing there.
thinking, I've got him. Whoa. How do you tackle a guy who can make that many moves?
Quarterback keeper, nobody on the outside. And Young gets in for the two-point conversion. 3rd down and 3. Vince Young out of the gun. He keeps it and picks up the first. Still on his feet. Young to the 30. Inside the 25.
6'2", 200 pounds, and he's a flyer. Blitz comes off the corner, and here comes that quarterback blitz. Going to cut it to the sideline, and he's loose. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Selvin Young, number 3, checks in at tailback. Young going to run. Fakes the pump. Takes it at the 10, at the 6, and finally shoved out of bounds. We're standing at 7-0 right now. Here comes the all-out blitz. Young gets away from harm's way, and they're in trouble. He's in the secondary, and this is where you can't design something to stop this fella. He is an absolute great athlete.
Eric Coleman can't get a hold of him, and all of a sudden he makes it look easy as he gets in the secondary.
Young sets in the pocket, now going to run it. Cuts it back into the middle of the field, and he will have the first down.
Well, there's a methodology to Greg Robinson and going to the football. We'll talk about that and how he prepares his football team.
And right away, they come out going to the deep man, and Thomas has run out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the 46 now.
Uh-oh.
The Texas 46, Selvin, or the Vincent Young, 40, 35.
Decides to go out of bounds here. Look at what he has in front of him. That's why I'm saying uh-oh when I see that play happen, because it's tough on the secondary.
And Texas, 1st and 10 from its own 29-yard line to start the second half. Young, 40, 45, 50, and Young sheds another tackler down to the 40-yard line.
Vince Young fakes it inside to Cedric Benson, turns around the corner, and the speed of the 6'5" quarterback just takes over, does a good job of eluding.
Enard wide left. The pass going that direction and is complete. And Matthews with a reception and the touchdown.
He looks quicker than he has in years past. Right over the middle. Wide open. Thomas, the tight end. 10, 5, touchdown, Texas, 49 yards.
Vincent Young sees a wide open David Thomas.
Young fakes the handoff, sets deep in the pocket, right over the middle. He's got Tony Jeffrey, and he catches it at the 45, and it's down to the 43.
To Greg Davis, he talked about Vincent Young being able to throw the long pass. He favors throwing the ball down the field. He put that right on the mark with Tony Jeffrey.
9th play of the drive coming up here. Well, tried to see if the defensive end stayed at home, got him off his feet, and now he's in trouble. Throws it out in the flat, and it's Benson, and he'll score. Now, the biggest thing is, did all linemen stay behind the line of scrimmage?
No flags.
No flags, 13-yard touchdown.
What it was meant to be is a fake on the run, Cedric Benson. Now, Cedric Benson could go to sleep right here, but all of a sudden he knows his quarterback's in trouble. He got his right hand up to show Vincent Young he was open.
Good job of hustle also by Will Matthews, the fullback. Watch number 37 come into the picture, and just a little piece of the defender right there, just enough.
Rice hoping Texas would be forced to go for a field goal. Young to throw it, does, complete, end zone, touchdown, Longhorns. And the second possession for Longhorns has them 1st and 10 at the 31. Young on the keeper, Young 15. Young out of the shotgun. Looking in the end zone. Complete. Touchdown, Texas. David Thomas with a TD reception.
Little play fake here to his left side, but he's got his tight end going to work up the seam. Throws it nicely over the top. He's behind the defensive back, Terry Holly, who's got him in man coverage.
Young rolls out. Dumps it off. Thomas, 30-yard line. 20. Thomas at the 10. Still stumbling. Scores Texas. Texas not working on the passing game with the quarterback, but looking for their receivers to develop and get the opportunity here. Young on 1st and 10. Scrambles and keeps 45, 40. Young 30 before he steps out of the sideline.
And his running mate, Cedric Benson, in the backfield. Hands it to Benson. Steady, fakes it. He'll run the draw. Room to run for Young. Look out here. Gets a block. At the 25-yard line and knocked out of bounds. 47-yard run by Vincent Young.
Well, that's the zone read they run here. If you take the defensive end, he goes inside with the tailback, which is what they did there on Cedric Benson. Vince Young pulls that ball down.
Young, straight drop to throw, has a man open. Tony Jeffrey, touchdown. Second down, and it's going to be second down and 13 from the 14-yard line. Tony Jeffrey has it, spins away, touchdown, Longhorns.
Todd, now you got to make this tackle. You got to make a sure tackle. Don't go for the football. That's a poor angle by him. Leading the nation right now in rushing yardage.
Going up top here, penalty marker is down. It's taken in.
And watch what he does. He doesn't quit on the route. He continues to run with speed. Vincent Young throws a nice ball over the top to him. Talked to Greg Davis about that. He said, yeah, that was a problem for them. It's something they coached him on this week.
Well, the 31-yard gain stands. This one is complete again. Texas opening drive of the second half. Vince Young throws this one. Bo Scaife pulls it in.
Both wideouts to the near side, and it's Young out of the shotgun on the give. He'll keep it this time. Faked it to Benson, and now here he is in the open field. And that's what Bob was talking about, the mobility of Vince Young. The State Fair of Texas in the Cotton Bowl, 99th running of the Red River Shootout, and here's Vince Young running down the sideline. Knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Some would say, and a lot's been written this week, somewhat of a younger version of Brad Smith. There's the reverse, looking to throw. Got a man deep. Underthrown, a flag. They completed it anyway. Inside the 20-yard line, Vince Young on the reception. Lamont Taylor, the freshman from Temple, Texas, the man who caught it on the reverse, he's going to throw it.
And then Vince is just running down the football field, and he turns around and makes a tremendous play with the DB all over him and catches the ball backing up and falling. We got a lot of good shows on ABC right now.
Desperate Housewives. Young didn't go down. Vince Young turns the corner. Inside the 10, inside the 5, leaps toward the end zone. But touchdown! He got there.
And Xavier Jackson, I believe, was going to come up and take a lick on him, but he didn't wrap up.
James Kinney on that hit.
James Kinney, the weak linebacker who's Mr. Everything for Missouri, gets a clean shot on him and doesn't wrap up, and Vince bounces out of it and runs up the sideline for a touchdown.
What a leap.
Texas Tech switching defenses on the snap. Young, here's where he is dangerous. Gets up over the 20-yard line to the 22-yard line, and that'll be good enough for a first down. Little play fake. Young puts it up into the flat. Excellent pass and catch. Effects from that Bruce Sternum he got last week. Keeps the ball straight up the middle. A lot of running room. He is in a rhythm right now. 1st and 10 from the 27. He's just going to tuck it and keep it. Has some space. Knocked out of bounds at about the 16-yard line.
That, remember the zone play they've run most of the evening so far, faking it inside to Benson, Young keeping it.
2nd and goal. Young's going to keep it again. Has Pater. Touchdown, Texas. Little play action. Great fake by Young. He's got a lot of green in front of him. Looks for a block. Gets it. Skips out of bounds. Couple of tight ends. Thomas in motion. Young looks to keep it. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And how deep Vince Young's going to be. Not in a good hitting position there. Vince Young easily slips past him.
Who's known him since the 70s and said, listen, I want you to tell me everything you can about this guy.
And Vince Young complete inside the 40-yard line.
Post route, Tony Jeffrey ends up beating Antonio Huffman, number 36.
Well, Will Matthews and Benson now in the I formation. 3rd down and 2. Young keeps it, looking, throwing, complete, inside the 5. Touchdown, Texas, David Thomas. Deep in the secondary. People were jumping around. Nope, one penalty flag gets thrown. This is a free play. Young, plenty of daylight. Gets up to the 50-yard line.
Texas benefits from that one.
1st down and 10 from the 47. Young looking, zeroing in on his receiver. Pass is caught at the 40-yard line to Jeffrey. and he is run out of bounds.
So they come back to the line as a team. They need all the unity they can get on this play.
Over the top is Young. Touchdown, Texas.
He's in that shotgun formation, zone play, or maybe he tucks it and runs as he's done before. There it is.
There it is. At the 10, at the 5. Fourth touchdown for Vince Young.
Watch the block by Cedric Benson, number 32 to your left. Leading in the hole, gets the block on the linebacker right there, but that was Mike Smith, 46. And then downfield, Limas Swede, number 4. Enough of a block on Khalid Nasir-Udin to help him get in. Right there, see that? Nice block by Benson. He's not just a ball carrier, ladies and gentlemen.
And they are. The clock is running, and they're going to keep it on the ground. Young slips the tackle, goes to the outside, gets down to the 31-yard line, and is ushered out of bounds.
Again, the zone run. Watch him fake it inside to Benson, and then watch the missed tackle coming right there. 46, Mike Smith. Doesn't normally miss those kind of tackles. He did there because Vince Young is so elusive. Then he gets outside before, as you said, he's taken over the sideline by Vincent Meeks.
Benson looking to throw. Into the flat, passes caught at the 20-yard line.
And watch him. He gets a little bit of pressure. But see, look at his mechanics now. Footwork good. Stepped up. Boom.
You were more excited about Peterson today than I've seen you in a long time. Young, a big gain inside the 40 on the ground to Reggie McNeil last week. Yeah. 3rd and goal. Young. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they do get the first down. So they move the chains again. Just over 3 minutes until the break. Long time. Complete over the middle. Inside the 40 down to the 37 throughout this season. He's had over 100 yards every game at Oklahoma. There goes Young, a big hole to the outside. Can he get to the end zone? No, run out of bounds at the 8-yard line. 3rd and 2. Colorado showing blitz. Here they come. Young to the outside, looking for a block. He gets one from Benson to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
The best thing about that play, not just letting Vince Young be an athlete and run the football, but the lead blocker on that football play was none other than Cedric Benson.
That time Cedric Benson did. Big run.
Good keeper by Young. He's got some daylight. The 6'5" sophomore.
Remember the last play? Handed it inside to Cedric Benson. This time it's the counter. If the defensive end crashes down, then Vince Young pulls it out and keeps it. It's another form of the option, this time out of the shotgun formation.
If you put him in a position to throw, we have an advantage. He doesn't have Roy Williams anymore to catch those passes.
Absolutely. But he does have his legs. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets the first down up to about the 33-yard line. Now Oklahoma State showing blitz, and here they come. Texas tries to pick it up, they do. Pass complete to Scaife. Inside the 25.
He wanted to try and force his hand.
Pick up a 22. 18 seconds left. Young looking, throwing, has a man complete down to the 5-yard line. Clock stops.
Limas Swede, he's a big receiver down here. Let's see if they try and hit him against a smaller DB.
Looking in the corner of the end zone, throwing to Scaife. He's run out of bounds with 3 seconds left. Touchdown! He got in with the ball!
He's a guy who's had 2 big knee injuries and knee surgeries, a 6-year senior. And watch him reach and stretch and go for the pylon. He gets it on the inside.
The Texas Longhorns have it, trailing 35-14. Vince Young connects to Scaife. Gets up over the 45-yard line.
What's gotten them back in the game has been Vince Young throwing the ball in 2-minute drill situation.
A little play action, has a man open in the flat. Again, it's his tight end, Scaife. And they're picking up right where they left off. That was in the final 1:18 of the half. Young has to pick it up, broken play, breaks the tackles, got some daylight. Inside the 25, down to the 21-yard line.
And this is good awareness by Vince Young because he knew where the play was designed to go. So that's the hole he went into when he picked up the ball on the fumble.
Limas Swede wide to the right on 1st and 10. Young will put it up again. Pump fake, has Swede wide open. Does the ball get to him? And it does. Complete.
Now reverse set up well because of the running of Cedric Benson.
Young's pass complete over the 50-yard line to David Thomas, the tight end.
great throw, a seam route by the tight end, and he threw it above the linebacker and before the safety. See the linebacker or the strong safety there?
They're down at 5. Young keeps it, skips over, has some daylight, and is tripped up by a shoelace.
Watch the block he gets right here from Benson. A blitz came from Oklahoma State, ran right at another great block there. Limas Swede, number 4.
Up by 14. Young keeps it. He has some daylight. Benson lays a block. He's inside the 30, inside the 20. Young will score. Have mercy.
We've talked about missed tackles all night. Watch here. First one. Marquis Fountain right there. Missed the tackle on Vincent Young. Now he gets out to the corner. Sees a nice block there from Cedric Benson. Then he gets to the corner. It's going to be number 20, Vernon Grant. Boom, right there. Another opportunity, missed tackle. Then he gets down to the end, and that's number 10, Thomas Wright. Really doesn't have much chance at the 4-yard line, and off he goes, right into the end zone.
9-7 Kansas here in Lawrence. Drew Goodman, Dave Lapham, Jim Knox. Play action for Young. And he throws the post route, and he's got a man out there. It's Jeffrey.
And that's why they've got the lead at this point.
But they have only 13 points, and Young dropped the football. And now he lobs it to Jeffrey, who's got all kinds of room. He'll run out of bounds at the 49-yard line. 3rd down and 4. 3-man front, and now a corner blitz, and Young runs around it. Fowler came off the edge, and Young will get it inside the 30 to the 26-yard line for Texas. Well, Texas not unaccustomed to adversity. Just go to 7 days ago. This is Bo Scaife, and he's to the 35-yard line. 2 of 13. The Jayhawks defense has held Texas on 3rd down. They bring 6. Young gets out of the pocket. He's going to have a 1st down to the edge. 2nd and 12.
This is where Keith came from to make that play.
Young, nowhere to go. Now he gets rid of it, and he's got it complete. Tony Jeffrey.
Tony Stubbs almost had the football. Tony Stubbs was in the area trying to grasp at it, and Jeffrey snatched it away from him.
1st and 10. Now Young vacates again, throws across his body, and it's complete to David Thomas.
Young again, once he gets out on the perimeter with that run-pass option.
They run that ET twist again, Dave, and this pass is complete to Swede. Young just avoids the rush, makes a man miss toward the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
He made Nick Reed miss in the open field. Watch you make Nick Reed miss. Vince Young, he finds a lane. There's Reed. Whoop! That is incredible for a guy that size to cut like that and the speed. So now it's 4th and 18. You would have preferred to see 4th and 9 or 10 pick up at least 8 yards on 3rd down. Kansas's coverage was too good. Rushing 3 and dropping 8.
Young needs 18. He's going to try to run for it. He's going to have the 1st down.
Wow, Reed missed again in the open field. How about this guy?
1 minute to play, 33-yard line. Vince Young on his own picks up a 4th and 18.
Unbelievable. You rush 3 and drop 8 into coverage. You don't want to leave your coverage and rally to the quarterback too soon. But Young just says, I'm going to do this on my own. There's one guy, a former quarterback himself, Nick Reed. He's looking at Vince Young and probably thinking, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What kind of athletic ability does this genetic phenomenon have?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. Here we go. 17 seconds left. They move the pocket. Young throwing toward the end zone. He's got a man. Touchdown. Touchdown, Texas. The senior Tony Jeffrey. Can you believe this? 2 weeks in a row for the Longhorns.
Vince Young on the edge. Is he going to run it, throw it? He's going to throw it. And just throws a dart. I mean, just lost the thing accurately. Perfect. That was decent coverage right there. Rolling to his left, Drew, as a right-handed quarterback, to throw this ball as accurately as he did to the sideline. I mean, that is just, Boy, Fowler is not in bad position. I mean, that was decent defense, but the quarterback and the wide receiver, Young and Jeffrey.
Two tight ends, one of them in motion. And it's Vince Young on the option. He'll keep it and score. Touchdown, Texas. So a 32-yard miss, still 6-6. Vince Young, play action. Throws long, got a man across the 35. It's his tight end, Bo Scaife. Third down and 4.
Wide receivers are single covered.
14th play of the Longhorn drive. Quarterback draw again. Vince Young. Vince Young inside the 5. He almost scored.
Well, I think that has us on notice what all happened a year ago, and I think what the differences are, I believe we've been tested and we're stronger, having gone through some adversity. And I think
And Vince Young on the option. And he's got some room, a lot of room. Young tripped out, but he got down to about the 35-yard line.
Wolverines show blitz again. Here they come, and they flush him out of the pocket, and that's bad news. There's a block on the corner for him, and he turns it upfield, and it's a big run for the big quarterback. And Vince Young just showed you why he is a terror for the defense.
No question, Keith. Watch McClintock come on the blitz. They do not contain him this time. He breaks the pocket.
All right, man. 20-yard line. Third down. There's the pass completed as Young had a lot of time to look around. And Young up the middle. He's touchdown.
And Michigan was spying on him. They had two men looking at Vince Young. But they've never seen anybody quite like him. Watch, that's Reed. Here's Shazer. Quarterback draw all the way for Vince Young. Reed gets taken out by Sendline, but look at this. This is just beautiful. The moves, the speed, the grace of Vince Young.
Young's got it. Throws that same little pass to the outside, and this one goes for a touchdown to David Thomas. Stay where the game plan is. Because that time they just stuffed him. He looks for that little short pass, though, and there it is. It's available to it.
What I told the guys at halftime, great Rose Bowl. It's the way Texas and Michigan ought to be. Two of the best programs in the country. 30 minutes to win. Let's go play. Good luck. Thanks, guys.
Young loose. I mean, really loose. Touchdown. No flags.
That 20-yarder he had in the first quarter was pretty nice. This 60-yarder 3 times as nice. I mean, he just shocks Michigan with this play. In the shotgun formation. Ad-libbing, seeing the opening, taking it.
Young's back there where he's got a little more time and more vision. Gets it away, and right there's a penalty flag thrown in that neighborhood.
I'm only 19 years old.
1st and 5 after the penalty. And look out. That's going to be a first down. 36. Young still got it. Shopping around. 2 men missing. 3 men missing. 4th one got it.
Too good a runner. Beautiful 20-yard touchdown run today. A 60-yard beauty. This one just for 6 yards, but he embarrassed a whole bunch of Wolverines on it.
Young's got it. Throws. He's got a man out there, and he caught it. The defense just got caught.
Watch him get in right into the grill of Vince Young. Good job by McClintock. Manning is there as well. Ball was up in the air for an hour, and Scaife stays with it before Shazer can get there.
And it's a first down inside the 20-yard line. Young is caught, gets away, throws, sideline, pass caught. My goodness, it looked like he's sacked, but he finds David Thomas,
and drills him on the sideline. And now Young may, who is that hurt down there? Is that Young?
Well, he got hit in the back, roughing the passer against Michigan.
Yep. Young looking around, wants to throw and gets away and scores.
No.
Unbelievable.
No.
How in the world?
Yeah, he's 6'5", 225, and his heart is just as big. Look at the tackle there by Massey. Oh, no tackle. Watson can't get him. Adams misses. He glides into the end zone. Oh, we've seen some plays today.
Whoa. That sidearm shot to Tony Jeffrey is good to midfield. When you're getting 17, 18 yards of play, that'll get it done all right. Here he comes now. He almost starts to break out, sees the man downfield. The pass is completed to David Thomas. He may be checking the play right now. He changed it at the line of scrimmage. Rolls it left, though. Look at this.
Look out.
There's your touchdown.
You know, Keith, we just showed the Rose Bowl trophy. I think this young man may be looking at another trophy. That stiff arm trophy, you know, they give away back in New York.
Yeah.
That is definitely in his future. What a game Vince Young has had.
The season end in his hands. So far, he's handled it pretty well. Steps out, fakes it, runs out of bounds. A lot of time left on the play clock. They snapped it at 15 seconds. This is Young keeping, and down to the 30-yard line.
There's that first play of the game, the zone read play. Decided to keep it. Good decision. Great tackle by Jackson.
This is for the win. Good. Texas wins.
That's like a tidal wave coming down on you.
Thomas was doing such a good job. Scott was just trying to get in the neighborhood. Weaving his way. Another first down for Vince Young. It's 3rd and 5 from the 10. After the timeout. Young's got plenty of time. Wide open man in the middle. Touchdown.
9 yards of carry ain't bad.
Vince Young all day again. Deep downfield. Brian Carter inside the 35 from the 20-yard line. Young got rid of it just in the touchdown. David Thomas.
Little play action. You don't have to play action this one. Straight drop back, but play action and throw to your tight end. And Thomas does a great job of finding a hole in the zone and settled right in there. He's built some confidence after that Rose Bowl, and why not? He was the star player of one of the best games in college football history.
It was a classic, wasn't it?
Sure was.
Now the quarterback draw, weaving his way to a first down. And Young takes it all the way to the 30. There's a gain of better than 20, almost 23 on the run. Little misdirection.
Touchdown.
Uncovered. David Thomas. Touchdown, Texas. Little naked action for Young. Tight formation. No. Run the option. He'll keep it. And he's in. Touchdown, Vince Young.
Well, is he hurt? I don't want to see him hurt. Slow to get up.
3rd down. Here's Young, the runner, looking for the first down. He's going to get it. There is his first carry, and Gary, he just took off.
This was a called lead draw. You see the block on the linebacker, all out of space right there for Vince Young and into the secondary. That Texas offensive line knocked down 4 different Ohio State players.
Simply because the linebackers are the fellas that everyone always talks about. Kept it. Got another first down, breaks free at midfield, and he has the angle so Whitner would not give him any more than that. But here he is.
Misdirection play for the quarterback. One-on-one to the outside. You see David Patterson takes the bait. And what did Jim Tressel tell us, Brent? Vince Young likes to run to the right.
Texas first possession of the game. following the lead blocker for another first down. Vince Young. They fake. They're going to throw on first down. Hit him on a crossing pattern just shy of midfield. Billy Pittman fakes the handoff, throws for a touchdown. Came right back to Billy Pittman.
They've switched up against this formation defensively.
Well, they're going to put 4 down.
Well, it's
they
Bobby
put it back when Carpenter is down, rushing from the right side, and they completed it against that, and Limas Swede pulls out, and the Bucks weren't fooled, but he shakes Schlegel, completes it, and loose now to the 4-yard line.
They crossed the linebackers inside and missed Vince Young. What did we say? When you get a shot at Vince Young, you got to tackle him. Schlegel misses him, fardens him off, throws the ball. When you miss a sack like that, that's one that could have been a 10-yard loss.
3 down. Hit on the release. Got it for a first down.
One-on-one coverage to the outside. Ohio State was spying inside with A.J. Hawk. Nice route. Ball is thrown right on the sideline.
12 to go. First down and 10. Vince Young throwing downfield, got an open man, and he has put it right in Billy Pittman's hands. The linebackers have been jumping in and out and moving around from position to position. Young has not been able to determine where they're always going to be. First down as he hits the freshman coming out of the backfield. 3 down linemen, they rush 5 out of it. He's got it. Can he get the first down? They'll rush 3. Carpenter moves up into a gap. Now you back out. Second down and 9. Got a lot of time. Throws in zone. Cut! Touchdown, Texas! What a great play for the Horns. As Vince Young comes up with a 24-yard scoring pass to Limas Swede, the X-Man.
Nate Sally could not quite get there. It was right on the end line. The ball was perfectly thrown to the tallest receiver Texas has. Watch this perfect throw. He just flicks it. Swede catches it.
1 foot down.
Out of the shotgun on first down from his own 20. Too much time for Young. And a little flare. David Clayton Thomas. Vince Young out of the gun and almost lost the snap. In trouble out of the end zone. Can he weave his way? Yes, he will. First down and a lot of room in front of him. Past the 30, all the way to the 40. He's got it outside of the midfield stripe in Rice territory to the 45-yard line. Forced out by Lance Bird.
Watch how much real estate he gobbles up once he gets going. But look at how he can change direction. Even with that long stride, he changes direction so well. Everybody looks like they're in slow motion. Then that little stutter step just freezes a very good athlete.
So Texas gets great territory right back again. In fact, better on the exchanges at the 34-yard line. It'll be carried up to the 20, heading to the end zone. Nobody there. Touchdown, Vince Young. Quarterback draw.
It's so difficult to be the backside linebacker in this type of play. You cannot chase the ball. You have to stay home.
Young may have a hard time getting many carries the way he's carrying the football. Again, after the fake, Vince Young looking over the middle, and it's completed at the 11-yard line.
I'm a little shocked that the referee is not getting a buzz right now to take a look at this. That one looked like Carter may have come down with it.
3rd and goal from the 26-yard line, into the pocket, over the middle, open, caught at the 4. So Vince Young in there, first down and 20 now. He'll move under a rush, gets away, throws wide open at the 10, the 5, and touchdown. Jamal Charles, the freshman.
And get out of the backfield and make a catch. This is a phenomenal catch by Jamal Charles. A lot like the one he had against Ohio State. He led the team with 6 catches in that ball game. To me, back off and make them earn this first down.
Vince Young with it. He will drop back in the pocket, moves to the near side. Containment pretty good, but completed over midfield and out of bounds. 3rd down and 30. They are back at their own 30
33-yard line. Two receivers to the left side. Vince Young out of the shotgun, looking down the middle. He's got a lot of receivers and a ton of time. Now he'll run this. They gave him half the field, and he may be able to get the first down. He does!
Oh, man.
Up to the 32-yard line.
How do you defend that? There was no way that the Missouri defensive backs were going to allow Vince Young to throw this over their heads. Well, what happened was the offensive line, because of the three-man rush, gave him plenty of time. So as those receivers were beyond the sticks.
Going to bring up a 2nd down and 10. They get back to the original line of scrimmage. The blitz is on. It'll be carried to the 30, 35. One man to beat at the 40, down the sideline and out of bounds.
Watch him finish this run with this stiff arm. Great cutback. He just covers so much ground. He doesn't look extremely fast, but he is what NFL scouts call a two-stepper. When he gets going, every 2 steps covers over 5 yards.
In the opening possession of the ball game, it is Young sweeping right, running like a tailback out of the single wing. You got a 4-man front for the Sooners. Dvorak gets a little pressure. The ball is thrown down the sidelines, and it is completed to Limas Swede. Ball is marked just outside the 15. Young is out of the shotgun, puts it high in the air, into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown! Lamont Taylor plays jump ball in the end zone with DJ Wolf. Charles is back there with him. A lot of time. Pass is open. Pass is completed. He threw a bullet.
Wolf comes on the blitz from the bottom of the screen. You can see they're just playing areas on the field, and that's finding the open man.
Dropped it, picks it up, got to run. This is where he can kill you. Gets all the way to the 40 for a first down. So it'll be 1st down and 15 as we go now from 32 seconds, clock running. Vince Young, high deep route downfield. He's got a man wide open. He's got the ball. Billy Pittman, touchdown.
Young had time to throw as he rolls out. And watch how high he throws this ball. He's got Pittman in his sights right now, and he just lofts it down there right to the fingertips. In perfect stride for Pittman. Never had to slow down. Raises that one finger. Touchdown, Texas.
Loop to the corner, and it'll be touchdown, Billy Pittman.
Young finding Pittman against Johan Poteet.
35-yard line. And it is Vince Young getting loose. Needs a block. Got people tracking him, and they finally take him down. 3rd down and 8 for Texas. Pass goes down the middle, and it is caught.
That set the tone up in Boulder. Young to toss. They're having to give a cushion to these receivers, and they're making them pay. Sullivan leaks out to the left. Vince is looking right. Throwing downfield. Pulled in for the first down by Brian Carter. Out of bounds at the 14.
He would have bailed out of this in a hurry, but watch how he goes through his progression. Nobody's open. Waits, brings it back down. Now all of a sudden sees him clear the zone.
272. He's the back, but Vince Young just takes it over the top. What a drive for the Longhorns out of the gate.
He had 5 last week against Oklahoma.
Vince Young scrambling, faking. Beautiful job to get it back to Pittman.
Are you kidding me? You have to watch him. You can't let him out of your sight. You try to keep him so that he won't run the football. So here they come now. You've got to commit to him or the receiver. They commit to him, and there goes Pittman. But what a read by Young to see him go that way, feel him, and turn completely around and hit him.
Did you see that the first replay there were 6 gold helmets, all to Vince.
We'll talk more about that, too, because the trend in football at every level now is to have the guy who runs.
On 2nd down, Vince keeping inside the 10, inside the 5, do it again! Vince Young,
wow.
Touchdown, Texas! Oh, man!
Are you kidding me?
The Vince Young show continues.
Last year, Texas had too much shotgun, so thought the coaches. So they got together with the Colts, and they worked on play action. Watch this fake out of the shotgun. And everybody goes that way. They're tackling the ball carrier up top, but here's Young, who breaks 2 tackles and just runs to the end zone.
Beautiful day in Austin. Vince Young back to work. 2 drives, 2 scores. Looking deep for Billy Pittman. He's got it! Billy Pittman to the 13.
They pick up everybody. Look at all the white shirts in the blocking. He steps up, man coverage. Pittman wide open. He was the inside slot receiver. He's got the whole field to work with, and he just outran the safety Henderson, number 3. That old cliche, take what the defense gives you. Boy, had they done that this afternoon.
3rd and goal. Young has time. Taking off. What a move inside the 5 to the end zone. He's in again. Another Vince Young highlight. Another Vince Young touchdown.
He ran right around Manapunu. Manapuna comes in and look at that, 93. Young just runs around him and then outruns him to the end zone. There is a difference in speed. There is a difference in talent right now in this game. Although he dropped that football.
He dropped it, then recovered as he was sitting on the goal line. Charles played 1 series with that ankle injury. He has come out, not been back since. Here's Vince on a designed run, making people miss again. That'll be a fun number to go back and count. How many people had a legit shot to tackle Vince Young and didn't? They'll finish under 500. 2nd and 8. Here is Vince Young to the end zone. One more time. Touchdown, Lima Swede.
His vision today has been spectacular. You could see his head there. He looked left, then he goes back right, and he sees Swede and throws the ball perfectly. He's thrown it so well all day. As you said, his numbers, he's almost perfect.
Young keeps it. Struggling as a passer, but certainly not as a runner. Viewed that as a work in progress. Vince Young staying in the pocket like he did right there. Complete. And a 1st and 10 into the right zone. What a run by Taylor after the catch.
Well, you could see the maturity of a quarterback right on that one.
His substitute, Selvin Young, scored the go-ahead touchdown. He's out there blocking for Vince, who's throwing end zone. Touchdown! A beautiful running catch by Billy Pittman.
Watch Vince come out to his left. You can see it to the outside. He throws it kind of sidearm. He likes to throw that way, and he drops it right in the basket on the run. His feet barely set on a play, and he just flicks it out there, going one way and flicks it. It's unteachable. And a big old guy like that can wing it has that kind of touch on the run.
One in which points matter, and one for the BCS in which they don't. And there could be a big difference on the juggle. Caught by Pittman. Pittman to the 25, to the 21-yard line.
One-handed stab of a fastball from Vince Young.
Charles slips out as a receiver. Young's got a wide open touchdown. Pittman to the end zone. Won't get him. 75 yards.
When you can flick a ball like this 40 yards downfield, basically like handing off the baton on a track meet.
1st down and 10. Doesn't seem like it's been that hot out there. As Vince keeps it for a 1st down to the 40-yard line. Middle 1st down, Taylor. Let's see what Young and the Horns come
Very
up with
surprised
here.
they don't go to the tight end. Nobody in the middle of the football field.
So Vince says, I'll take the middle. Touchdown. What a weapon. Last 6 possessions, 6 touchdowns for Texas.
Probably more than that. Selvin Young now with Vince Young in the backfield. Vince has running room, has a blocker in front of him, crosses the 40, over the 30, into the 20, needs 1 block, cuts back inside the 10, down to the 6.
Couldn't ask for a better situation if you're Oklahoma State. 3rd and long yardage. The problem is number 10 is at quarterback, and look at him directing traffic. And Selvin Young, number 22, getting out ahead and throwing a key block.
From the shotgun again. Three-man rush. Young is hit as he throws it. Caught. Touchdown, Texas. David Thomas.
The Oklahoma State game coming back. Michigan coming back in the fourth quarter. And the number 10 has the ball in the open field. That takes care of a lot of poise and maturity, partner. Vince Young threw an interception, remember? Last series. He also made the tackle on that play. So when Texas comes back out, what do they do the first two plays? Obviously, the ball goes in his hands since he's the quarterback.
Third down and 11. Oklahoma State active on defense. Young gets away. Great pump fake. Gets the first down and then some. Say goodbye to Vince Young. Touchdown, Texas.
See the pump fake there? See Woods, number 8, jumps up in the air to try and bat down a pass. Then he gets a block on the corner on Chase Holland, number 14, from one of his wide receivers. And Secretariat. Gotta be careful, play action if you're the DBs.
There it is. And he looks, and he throws, and he completes up over the 30-yard line to the 33-yard line.
It's what they call a solo set. One back in the backfield, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, a balanced set. So you really have no strength to either side. Vince Young on play action, excellent touch because he throws it over the linebackers and before the secondary.
Second down and 10. 5:35 to play in the third. Young showing patience, wants to throw back to the left. Now scrambling, has a couple of guys open, throw caught at the 33-yard line by Pittman. Young keeps it, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas.
That's the way Vince Young does it with the Texas Longhorns.
And you can see it on that scamper. Vince Young, 230 yards tonight on just 16 rushes. Career high in total yards.
4 of the best defensive players in the country on one team.
You got that right. Young looks over the middle. Touchdown! Texas has taken the lead. Neil Tweedy. And they're going for 2. And they've got to. Coaches love him. They want to give him a little more space running the football. He's a guy that doesn't need a whole lot of space. Got a pretty good arm, too, down to the 35-yard line. Billy Pittman.
Many people will look at Virginia Tech's big win over Boston College and wonder about my vote at number 2.
On 4th down and 5. Young's pass complete inside the 15 to Thomas again.
Taylor once again out of the backfield. On 2nd and 10. Taylor, no. Vince will hold on to it. Makes a miss. What a move. Past the 45. Lindstrom said, what got away from me?
Look at the double barrel blitz here, a little blood cross inside, and now he holds the football and makes people miss. Defensive end trying to make the play, Marcus Foreman, no can do. Now he's down the field, changing direction.
On a play fake, Vince Young. Oh, damn. And what a grab inside the 5. Lyman Sweed with the catch.
Little play action. And Vince Young says, I'm going to throw. You know, they weren't fooled. There were 2 defenders back there. But what an outstanding catch with that left arm, the left hand, and makes a play. But as he goes to the turf, he hits that left shoulder hard.
Spread him out. And Vince Young calling his own number. Boy, what a cut. He got a little seal from the wide receiver downfield on that side. He's been a favorite target for big plays for Vince Young this year. Out of the gun, only a 3-man rush, so time for Young. Eludes the man. And coming back, great grab. Lima Sweet.
And Vince Young just creates. And what right there, that's a sack opportunity. Can't quite happen. And now you break the defense down because you get out of pocket.
It'll be a first down pass for Vince Young. Or will he run with the football? No, he'll throw it. He waited. And on a post corner route, it's complete.
Speed is a factor. Speed does kill.
Vince Young. Too much time. And a completion for a first and goal. Beautiful ball to Billy Pittman.
It's just lobbing the ball accurately in those open spots.
Now in first down after the play fake. Slips. Look out. Romance Taylor uncovered. Total breakdown. Touchdown, Texas. And once again, we talked about the footwork. The way he maneuvers in the backfield to make him, it almost is too easy the way he makes a miss.
Yeah, he is so fluid. I mean, he's as gifted an athlete as you're ever going to want to see him.
2nd and 10 for the Baylor 35. They run it wide side option. Bench, not a bad option. Vince Young down to the 20-yard line.
To where he wants to be, national championship. It's not all about him.
So out of the gun on first down with a ton of time again. They grab Quan Cosby, the kid from outside of Waco, in for the touchdown.
Man, incredible how the ball comes off his hand so easily. He's got plenty of arm strength. A lot of people question his accuracy. I think his accuracy's gotten better.
Better than 200 yards of offense in the 3rd quarter alone for Young. And the Longhorns underneath makes it look easy. Billy Pittman.
First trip for Texas into Kansas territory. Nice play fake by Vince Young. Might want it all. Going deep. Got Sweet out there. Got it. Touchdown.
Young to Lama Sweet. Single coverage at the top. Inside technique by Baines on the outside. And you're exactly right, partner.
He's never seen more chemistry on one football team. Offensively, defensively, special teams, the whole package. The throw is to Thomas, the senior. He's got a big gainer with 8 sacks, and he almost had an interception earlier in the ball game on a batted ball. Young's going to go deep. Cosby's out there. Flags are down. It's going to be interference, but he's got the ball and a touchdown. Texas. Career total offense. The leader now, having overtaken Major Applewhite, is Vince Young. 8,153 yards.
They've got more depth than most teams have good players.
Young going deep. Scott Thomas down the seam. Touchdown.
There aren't many weaknesses on this Texas team.
Blitz. He picks up the fumbled snap again and completes it out to Sweet. They got the big freshman in their tailback right now, Melton. They fake it to him. Young. Touchdown. Just inside the Kansas 37. Vince Young might want more. Deep middle, got his man inside the 15.
Played in every single game together and started. They are so comfortable together.
Brings up the 2nd down and 8. Looking to pass to the near sideline. Wide open 35 to the 40 and down up to the 45-yard line.
Not much straight blitzing so far. Wouldn't be surprised if someone comes off the edge here.
Vince Young out of the shotgun. Got a man open at the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. That's Sweet. The A&M defensive team wanting the fans into it. They're all standing and roaring here. Long yardage play. Young's got a lot of room to run. Chooses to throw and gets it at the 50-yard line and into Aggie territory. Cosby got that one.
There's a zone, fire zone, where they drop out from the middle of the field. You see the drop in the middle there. 97. He takes away the crossing route. Now, there's a zone coverage. You got to match up. You got to squeeze him.
This is a big time. Will Allen has come on now. Moved from guard to play center. Allen's at center. Dropping back is Young. 3rd down flats. Wide open. Nobody there. Touchdown.
So a good drive for Gary Barnett's Buffaloes. Backfires right there. Vince Young comes up throwing. Completes it out. Lima Sweet, and he's got it into Colorado territory. On 1st down, Vince Young, quarterback draw, broke 1 tackle, got away. Young on his way inside the 30. Stiff arms his way down inside the 20-yard line.
When he gets in there, he's going to get a hold of his leg right here. Washington, but just can't bring him down. That'll drive a coach nuts.
Young from the shotgun. Plenty of time in the pocket. Now he'll take off. Nice move inside the 15. Cuts outside. Might have a touchdown. Will he get there? Not quite.
How do you defend this? Mike Hankwitz, the defensive coordinator, gets a good pass rush and gets good coverage downfield. But then when Young starts running, he is so big and shifty.
3rd and goal. Young throws complete. Touchdown, Jamal Charles. Extra tight ends. Thomas is one of them. He's in motion. 3rd and goal. Play action. Young has to scramble. He's in trouble. Cuts inside. Dives. He's in. Touchdown. What a run.
The Buffs had everybody covered. Everybody covered. Then they had Vince covered when he started to run. Then they still had him covered. And then finally he found a hole.
At the 31-yard line. Play action. Vince Young might want it all on the first play. Going deep. Got his man. Sweet. Touchdown.
They get the ball inside the 35-yard line. Look at the size differential.
You're in for a long, long day. Young, 2 touchdown passes already, and he's lofting one for Swede deep again, and he's got it at the 5-yard line. Swede is down to the bottom of your screen, the wide receiver. Vince is looking the other way and throws to the end zone. Thomas, touchdown, Texas. What a catch by Thomas, the tight end. Maybe he's jumped back in the whole Heisman thing. A lot of people thought after last week he wasn't close. I think he's working his way back in the picture. Fakes it and throws a pass out complete.
Not panic.
See how they do on defense. Vince Young comes up throwing, and he's got a man. Oh, what a hit. Cosby made the catch.
You want to go out and try and score.
Here's a quarterback draw. Young's got the first and more. Vince doesn't go down until he gets to the 29-yard line. There is nothing left to drink over there. He got 2 more buckets during our timeout. There might be some drinking in Austin tonight, though, I guess. There's your conference champions of the Big 12. Vince Young and the Texas Longhorns. Our congratulations to them. And we wish them well in Pasadena when they play for the national championship.
The royalty of college football is in assembly at the Rose Bowl 2006. Bush, Leinart, Young, and their legion. By consensus, the teams ranked 1 and 2, with nary a whisper of dissent. The site for this ultimate showdown in college football is one of the famed arenas of sport, the Rose Bowl, where the festival of postseason play was started more than 100 years ago in the city of Pasadena, California.
It'll be 2nd down and 5 as Young picked up about 5 yards, and Vince Young throws, and it is completed across the 40 to the 42 to the tight end, David Thomas.
Cushing a little late on his blitz. That leaves Thomas wide open in the secondary.
He ducked him, saw him, and felt him, and got away from him. And same kind of a play, except Young this time keeps it. Tackle, tackle, tackle. That's the first down.
Read play is unfamiliar to SC when you have a player with the talents of a Vince Young. You can see him make people miss.
Oh, the clock's working again. We hope. On first down. Young back looking to throw, pumps it, now lets it go, and it is caught. And the old turnover has shown up tonight already. And Vince Young back to throw, has a lot of daylight in front of him, and he takes off. And after the offside call, it's 1st and 5. Young looking, they chase him out, and he throws back across the field. Pass is complete to Brian Carter. Carter will be inside the 30, down to the 27.
Well, one man can't bring him down. Number 10 is Cushing. He chases number 10, Young, but can't get to him.
From the SC 27, Young drops back, takes off, up the middle. He's finally caught at the 15-yard line.
He's going to come up the field too far. It's a design draw play. Great block by Ramonce Taylor. And then just check this out.
This is no time for the weak. We're going to go out and start moving the ball.
On 2nd down and 3, Young throws to the sidelines. Pass is caught up at the 42. Move your change. First down, Texas. Pinkard could have intercepted it had he known who it was, too. They had that chance. Here's Vince Young. Wants to run it. Gets outside. And the first man didn't get it.
Second leading tackler for the Trojans this year. He's got him right here. Watch him come in here. Just the fake. He's got both arms wrapped around him, but Young is so big.
As they go to 3 wideouts. Working out of the spread. Young's pass thrown down the middle. It goes to the tight end, Thomas. Running right. Got a block. Got a big block from Pittman over there and runs a big play for Texas.
He's a right-handed thrower, so that means he likes to go that side of the field. And right now he just trips on the grass here at the Rose Bowl and goes down.
Big block for him from Billy Pittman. Throwing down the middle. Got it. It's Lima Swede. Trojans staying with that 4-man front. Reaches for it. Touchdown.
Well, we talked about you can be in position, you can have the right defensive call made, you can do everything right. But if you got him one-on-one, you're probably not going to tackle him. And that's what happened on that play. He comes right to this point here, just overpowers the tackler, stretches out and scores.
Caulfield replaces him. No pressure. Ball thrown and good. Young wants to throw, going to take off. Look out. All the way to the 20-yard line.
150 yards rushing on the night for Vince Young in just 12 carries. He's come real close to busting this all the way to the end zone.
Had a man wide open. Second down and 10. Vince Young looking around. Throws to the sideline. Caught. Yeah, but they lose Allen, Blaylock, and Scott along the offensive line, and they are good.
Ouch.
Ball completed down the middle, and it is a first down.
Again, Young with a lot of time to throw, and a wide receiver from Texas running free in the secondary.
12-point lead, but that is nowhere near the neighborhood of safe.
Well, he has had success bringing his team from behind, but this is USC. This is the two-time defending national champion.
6:15. And thrown Quan Cosby. I think they've got to go after him from somewhere between here and the goal line. He's just shopping. When he runs best is this direction, and he's close to a first down. Trojans going after him. Ball is thrown at the first down. Second down and 4. He's got 6 yards on that little short pass. Young slips a little, coming back. There's daylight. Here he goes. Touchdown.
Never seen anybody like him in my life.
No, nor have I.
You know, there have been great scramblers throughout the history of college football, but this guy's at the top of the list.
We quit bothering him, and we started supporting him. And after that time, boy, he is 29-2. I mean, what else can you say? And the #1 passing efficiency quarterback in the country, and just won the Davy O'Brien Award. So sometimes the less you do, the better it is.
And you know, Keith, I can't tell you how many times I've had writers and radio talk show guys ask me about his throwing motion and will he be successful at the next level. I think Mac just answered it. He leads the nation in passing efficiency. He's gained 180 yards rushing tonight, 192 yards rushing against Michigan last year, and we're not done. Good example of it right there.
It's about 6 inches, maybe a foot.
Half the stadium's going to go crazy.
The burnt orange side did. So now Texas is going to have the football in the middle of the field, basically. And here comes their man, Vince Young, onto the field. And the Trojan defense is beleaguered. You've got to get in his face. He's too good.
This is the speed that Carroll needed to put on the field. 3 down, 1 linebacker, 7 defensive backs.
Minute and 35 seconds to play. Watch coming again. They pick him up. He throws to the sidelines. The pass is completed, but it is short of the first down. That's Quan Cosby. And what do they say?
A flag comes in, Keith. I think it's going to be a late hit against SC.
You've got a minute and 20 seconds to play in a ball game and a 5-point USC lead. Vince Young throws on a slant. Ball caught, and that's the ball comes rolling out. 104. get 7 seconds back. Young going to run with it. Oh, he stepped right through a tackle. My gosh, he just stepped right through the hands of Colin Ashton.
Saves both those last 2 timeouts.
Trojans have got to make a defensive play or they're going to lose. Thrown short underneath. There's a man just wide open. Ryan Carter. Gonna run it. Gets inside the 10 to the 9, and the clock keeps going. 30 seconds, they've called timeout. 4th and 5. I kind of feel like Joe. I'm too old for this. 4th and 5, the national championship on the line right here. He's going for the corner. He's got it. Vince Young scores.
As we said, Keith, you can have the perfect defense called. You can force them out of the pocket, but you're not going to beat them. Invincible.
It ain't over till it's over, but it certainly looks like the Texas Longhorns are going to walk out of here, and they're walking out on the words of Vince Young, who said they were going to prove they were the best team in the country in this game.
How about this play? Trying to get a receiver open in the end zone, gets pressure, feels it, sees the corner of the end zone, and how about another walk-in touchdown for Vince Young?
4-2. Runs it. And made it. 8 seconds is not very much. Leinart runs away from the pressure. Now he's got to throw it. And throws it high and out of bounds. And the game is over. Texas has defeated Southern California 41-38. To win the national championship of college football. This is win number 800 for the University of Texas Longhorns.
Incredible effort by all these young men.
Well, Vince Young, Dan, stepped beyond the pale. He's out there somewhere by himself.
I tell you, Keith, nobody has ever had a game like that. And all his teammates had faith in him, knew he could do it. This is Vince Young's team.
Well, he danced all night long. When he was on the sidelines, he was patting people on the back, jumping up and down, whistling, singing songs, keeping everybody up, and then went out when he had to and did it.
It's like talking the talk. You got to walk the walk. Well, he ran it all the way in, didn't he?
Sure did.
CADT National Championship Trophy.
A teenager. Talk about what this means to the great state of Texas.
Well, with saying I think you can tell they're all here, John. But first, let us thank from all the Texas fans, our staff, and our football program. Let's congratulate a great SC football team for 34 straight and 2 national championships. And secondly, John, what it means we want to thank the Rose Bowl, what it means to us. It's been a long time. There's a lot of passion, a lot of pride. I'm proud of these kids. I'm proud of our coaches, high school football in the state of Texas. But we love our fans, and they love it.
You having any fun?
I'm getting ready to.
We now want to hand out the Most Valuable Player Award trophies. We're going to start with the Offensive Player of the Game. Is there any question that it is Vincent Young? Yeah, that's yours. Now, Vince, I know we talked when you were in New York, and I know you were very disappointed not to walk off with the Heisman Trophy Award. I think you like that piece of crystal a little better, don't you?
Oh, it's so beautiful. Hey, don't y'all think that's beautiful right there? That crystal's so beautiful. And it's coming home to Texas. It's coming home all the way to Austin, Texas, baby.
Are you going to be back to try and make it 2 in a row?
Got to work hard and get better, and we'll be back. Wherever we got to go, we'll be back, baby.
All right, Vince, congratulations.